let's not be naive as boxing fans. If what we know is anything to go by, that tournament probably doesn't happen. Let's say in a hypothetical world it did happen. And let's say we're being really spoilt here, yeah? And we're saying, do you know what? Not only that tournament, we want more than just that. If it was an 8-man tournament, so we've got Usyk, we've got Fury, we've got Joshua, we've got Wilder. I'm going to say that Joe Joyce definitely needs to be in there.
Agreed.
And I'm also going to say that Andy Ruiz definitely needs to be in there. You can say what you want about Andy Ruiz. You can say that he didn't fulfill his potential that he showed after the Anthony Joshua fight. But if you're just going on about natural talent within a heavyweight boxer, Andy Ruiz is right up there. There's no fighter that I truly believe you stick Andy Ruiz in with and you go, well, he definitely beats him. I believe there's ones you'd favour, but there's none you'd go, well, he definitely beats him. And then you've got contenders that have wins over top fighters, like, say, for example, Joseph Parker has a win over Andy Ruiz.
True.
But there's probably 5-6 fighters that you stick Joseph Parker in with and you go, well, he beats him. You know, I'm not even going to entertain Del Boy Chisora. I've thought of a few fighters. We've got 2 spaces to fill.
Yeah.
2 wild cards, in my opinion, yeah? And with a wild card, unfortunately, although he's one of the names on this list, as much as I like him, and I really like him on a personal level, Dillian Whyte, I don't perceive as being one that you can throw in there as a wild card, because although, yes, he can beat a lot of fighters on his day, we've seen him against, you know, a few of these fighters. My wild card picks, I'd have Dillian Whyte on the list, but he wouldn't be to the front of the queue for me. Jared Anderson.
Ooh.
Big Baby Miller.
Wow. Why big? Okay, we'll get on to Jared Anderson secondly, but Big Baby Miller, where's that come from?
Who have you seen him against? Top heavyweights? You haven't?
No.
You haven't?
I mean, you only fought Lucas Brown a couple of weeks ago.
You haven't seen him against any of the top heavyweights. So you can go, he's fat, he's out of shape, he fucking loves sticking steroids up his ass. But I just feel like he's got to be in there. Maybe we'll change our perception within one fight when we just see him get absolutely splattered on the canvas. I feel like you've got to put him in there. And I tell you what, controversy sells. And Big Baby Miller is a fighter that I'd like to see in that mix.
Jared Anderson, though.
Jared Anderson, I'm going to tell you now, Jared Anderson fills one of these spots.
Really?
Yeah, Jared Anderson
why so?
goes in as the 7th.
Because I'm surprised. I would have gone with someone else, but why so?
He's a fighter that I've watched a lot of.
Yeah.
I think he is one for the future. I think he's a real good talent. He does things that not many heavyweights can do. Little moves that a middleweight might do. And you might even see a classy light heavyweight there, but you don't see big men like of your weight doing that sort of stuff. That's why I put him in there. I would definitely have him in as a wild card. Wild cards are wild cards, remember, yeah? So this is what I'm saying. You put Dillian Whyte on the list, you can't really say he's a wild card because Dillian Whyte is like a fighter that we know a lot about.
He's established.
We've seen him, yeah. You look at wild cards in tournaments gone by. Andre Ward was somewhat of a wild card in the Super Series. Andre Ward wasn't fancied. He wasn't the top 2 favourites of the bookies, and he won the Super Series. So wild cards sometimes come out on top, and it can be the stage for him to announce himself. So my list is this. You got Dillian Whyte, you got Jared Anderson, you got Big Baby Miller, you got Frank Sanchez, you got Felipe Hrgovic, and this one's going to surprise you. And this would probably be my pick. Martin Bakole.
Wow.
Straight away, you're going to say, well, how's Martin Bakole on there and Michael Hunter's not on there when Michael Hunter's got a win over Martin Bakole? I don't think Martin Bakole's talking shit when you hear about what's happened in sparring with him before.
You don't think, no?
No, I don't think that's a lie. There's a lot of trainers that will back that up. Trainers I know that will back that up, what's happened with him in sparring before. You know, obviously, he says he's dropped the lights of Tyson Fury. He's dropped the lights of Anthony Joshua in sparring.
Yeah.
I would have, as my final 8, we all agree, yeah? Do we agree Andy Ruiz, yeah?
Agreed. Massive Hispanic community as well.
So we're going Fury, Usyk, Wilder, Joshua, Joyce, Ruiz. There's 6. My 2 to go into that mix. Jared Anderson, definitely.
Okay.
And then for me, it's between Frank Sanchez, Big Baby Miller, and Martin Bakole. Purely because of power, what I've heard he's done before. I'd probably go Martin Bakole, you know?
That's a massive call, Joey. I would have gone Frank Sanchez personally.
Who would your other one be then? So Frank Sanchez makes up your 7th spot. Who's your 8th spot? Could be someone I haven't named. I don't know.
I personally, and call me crazy, I'd go with Daniel Dubois.
Would ya?
Yeah. Just because, okay, agreed, his last fight wasn't the best. But again, he's a young, raw fighter still.
But then who does he beat, Sani? Realistically, okay. Does Daniel Dubois beat Fury?
You could answer and go,
there's always a chance, puncher's chance. If you had to put your money on it, does he beat Fury?
I'd say no.
Does he beat Usyk?
No.
Does he beat Wilder?
I'd probably edge Wilder in that one, yeah.
I would definitely edge Wilder in that. I don't know about yourself. Maybe the fight against Joshua.
Be a
A
good
little
fight,
bit more of a 50-50. I think Joshua fancies boxing skill in that a little bit and actually try and put on a bit of a boxing lesson, how well it worked. Does he beat Joe Joyce?
He lost the first one.
No.
Joe Joyce probably wins
Does
again.
Daniel Dubois beat Andy Ruiz?
That's a winnable fight, I think, for Daniel Dubois.
I'm telling you now, stylistically, Andy Ruiz ain't good for Daniel Dubois. Andy Ruiz beats Daniel Dubois. Did you not
Really?
see him against what is it, Laraja? I know you sort of go to the level in opposition, but I don't know what. So what? All right, say about out of the contenders, does Daniel Dubois beat Dylan White?
I think he beats Dylan White. I think it's a winnable fight.
No, that's not a loaded question. Does Daniel Dubois beat Jared Anderson?
That'd be a great fight, 50-50. Just because of what Jared Anderson has,
I'll say it's
potential-wise.
70-30.
What's Jared Anderson?
Yeah,
Wow.
movement, quick feet. Does Daniel Dubois beat Hrgovic? Have you heard the stories?
I've heard the stories.
I don't think he beats Hrgovic. I don't think he beats Sanchez. I think he got a good chance against Big Baby Miller. Have I forgotten any top heavyweights there that should be in that mix?
I mean, Luis Ortiz doesn't count because I think he's a bit too old.
150.
But the reason I said Dubois is because if you're talking about Bacoli, then surely, you know, Dubois got a chance. But if you're thinking of wild cards, how about someone like Lawrence Okoli coming up from cruiserweight to fancy his chances?
That is a fucking brilliant idea. I'd have that. I'd have him over Mike Bacoli.
Yeah, I'd have him over
Lawrence
Dubois.
Okoli coming up from cruiserweight.
He's got the size, hasn't
Should we
he?
chuck him in?
Yeah, let's put him in.
We chuck him in. Our final lineup.
Here we go.
Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, Joe Joyce, Jared Anderson, and Lawrence Okoli. That is a wild card. That's good. I like that. Nice. People, who do you think should be, if we did an 8-man heavyweight tournament, who do you think should be in that 8-man heavyweight tournament? I want your comments in the suggestions below. And also, if you like the input from this video from Sani that sports guy, his link to his channel will be in the comments below. So go and give him a subscribe.